Juan Lucas, but I'm not too sure, as Pierre Abdi1 has gotten the breathing space he needs. As now here, this is the scrap for P3.
So, and there we go, another one from Juan Lucas Barrett. Oh no! IAME spins out of the race. That's really bad. This is the finals, boys. You really gotta be careful. Axel Nocom now leading the race.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We're here at Christianstad for the AMS World Final here in 2026. We won't have a scenery video because this is esports, so make sure to stay tuned for the racing later on. But yeah, first let's have some details of this circuit. Well, this track is the Assam Ring, also known as Christianstad, but for Kart Racing Pro, this is called the SKM Christianstad. It's in Sweden, the year of opening in 1967. Lots of history between the circuit, event record. There we go. Evan Purcell went pole this morning, so he'll be starting in the sharp end for later on in the races. There's your track map and the developer Piboso down there in the bottom right corner. The game we use, Kart Racing Pro, for our esports races. Next, we have the length of the circuit, 1.2 kilometers, and the width, 8 to 10 meters, as well as the elevation change, 6 meters. This track is very undulating, as Anthony would say. There we go, the AMS logo down there as well. And yeah, we'll have some great racing here. All the sectors, Sector 1, Sector 2, Sector 3. This track is very undulating and also technical indeed. We'll have lots of overtaking opportunities in the circuit. There we go. The turns, 14 corners, 7 to the right, 7 to the left, and we have a total of 6 hairpins. So this track will have lots of dive bombing action as well as overtaking in the start of the race. So we'll see what the strategy is like for today. It's going to be very fun. Every heat, every super heat, also the final will count here. We'll have the same grid for everyone. Unfortunately, we won't have a final elimination, but lucky for all the drivers. Here we go then. The next race, the X30 Mini in Heat 1, 8.5 kilometers. We'll have 7 laps as well. The carters will use the IAME powered engine for their chassis, and I'm super excited to see what the racing will be here in Christianstad. Let's go for the Heat 1 start lineup. There we go. It's Evan Purcell on pole position. The young man from United Kingdom has done it. He's not had the best in Adria, but now he is starting in the sharp end. Alongside is Marcos de Dios from Spain. Then on row number 2, it's Axel Nocom and Luke Morales for the privateer. On row number 3, it's Juan Lucas and Adrian Amit from Malaysia. He'll be racing for the Birel Art Motorsport. On row number 4, it's Marcus Acambra and Lucas Kuto for the Prema Motorsport, and Kabir Kidwai for India in P9. I forgot to say there will also be nation standings for this year's IAWF 2026. So basically, if you're from the United Kingdom and you score good points with your teammates, then you'll be on the top of the leaderboard. But it all depends on how much drivers you are for each country. So, for example, if you have 5 drivers from the UK and you have 2 from, let's say, Brazil, uh, the one from the UK will probably get more points and has the most advantage unless the other country can do a 1-2 every race. But we'll see for later as the engines fire up. We'll have Russell Reyes commentate for Heat 1 and the entirety of the weekend. So let's go to Russell Reyes.
Alright, and we're back for the IAME AMS Finals Heat 1 race. This is gonna be the one of the most intense moments. I think, starting your first race, I think, especially for Kabir Kidwai here, and also Marcus de Dios joining us for the first time. This is gonna be intense as, but it's gonna be fun. Marcus de Dios, we don't know a lot about him, but he's already in P2, and that's an amazing statement there. I think this kid's got some skills, and we'll see Evan Purcell start this race for us. I think he's improved quite a lot since the last race, and he now has a good position to start this. And it's any time now for the green flag, as it's been waved off. And I think it's green, green, green. Go, go, go. Oh, and a good start there by Marcus de Dios. Already taking away P1 there, but getting a little bit of a bumping in there. Oh no, big crash. Marcus de Dios rejoins off the track, and now he's back at it again. Close back to Evan Purcell. We'll see what the Dios can do about this. As we saw there, Kart also spinning out. I think that was Kid. Oh no, big contact there from Marcus de Dios, punting out Evan Purcell. And now it's gonna be an intense fight brewing here. I think Axel Nocom is also in P3 there. Pretty good showing. As we can see, IAME is taking advantage of all that scramble there from contact made by Marcus de Dios to Evan Purcell. Unfortunately, Evan Purcell is way at the back, and I think it's going to be hard for him to catch up. Unless there's something that will happen. Something was to happen in front, so we'll see now. Marcus de Dios still in P2, trying to get that P1 position back. But IAME, we know IAME is a really experienced sim karter, so this will not be that easy. As we see there, a little bit more contact there from our guy. That was really naughty by Marcus de Dios. Now I think it's still going, so let's see where IAME is. I think he survived that hit from Marcus de Dios. So 151. There we go. What Lucas Pulimbar taking the lead, and he gets spun out as well. Oh no. Big contact there from IAME. So I think that was just one of those moments where you over pushed it and got in the back of your opponent there. As we can see there, a little bit of a two-wheel action at the back. I think he flipped out, so that will be 151. Oh yeah, he did flip out. He took it a little bit too much there. That was one Lucas Pulimbarit. Now let's see. This is Luke Morales keeping it clean. Axel Nocom. These three guys again. Alonso Lacambra, or Marcus Lacambra, as we know, is now in P4. A little bit struggling here to keep up with the front pack, and I think IAME is just a little bit more of that, has that more comfortability. I think he isn't that stressed out to put in some good laps, and I think the other karters will be rejoining the race. As you can see there, blue flags rejoining the race. Axel Nocom trying to trail 167 IAME. I think he is a little bit faster than Adri here at this point in time, so it will just be a moment. And there we go, a switchback from Axel Nocom. Now he's going a bit defensive, trying to protect what he just accomplished there. And now it's open doors, and oh my god, that was almost a two-way accident there from Axel Nocom and IAME. But IAME suffered a little bit of two-wheel action there, and it almost flipped him out. So yeah, unfortunate. But now we're back in this fight. This is going to be the fight for the lead between Luke Morales, now taking advantage from all the problems and issues the other karters have been doing, taking too much curbs, and I think that will be pretty hard. And as now we can see they're battling it out, Axel Nocom and Luke Morales. I think Morales will try to take this a little bit carefully, as we know he is a very methodical driver. He doesn't just dive bomb out of place. So this will be we can expect a clean fight here, as we can see now. Axel Nocom is struggling to get a better exit because he's defending too hard. But Luke Morales is not having it easy either because Nocom is making it as wide as he can. Oh, there we go. A little bit of overspeed from Luke Morales. Maybe Axel Nocom had a little bit of issue there. There we go. He's going over those curves, and there we go. Evan Purcell is back in P3 now, trying to make amends from that situation he had. Let's see what will happen here, and there we go. Contact. A bit of dive bomb there from our guy. Uh, Evan Purcell, and I think he made it work, but that was a little bit scrappy with a lot of contacts. Too much contacts, to be honest. And now we have Adrian Amit in P2. Oh no, that's Marcus Tacambra in P2. So Marcus Tacambra will try to bring the fight back to Evan Purcell. And now it's the final lap, and Evan Purcell gets out of the race now. Another contact from the other carters, sending him a little bit wide there. So now Axel Nocom will now have this advantage to try and, oh no, he pushed out Marcus Tacamba there. And now Marcus de Dios is back in the lead. What an intense race this is. Everything is just getting out of hand here. Dive bombs after dive bombs and crashes after crashes. So this will definitely be hard to police. The stewards will have a really rough time here. And as we go into the last corner, let's see what Axel Nocom will do to Marcus de Dios. And he gives him a little bit of a tap there. And I think that will still be Marcus de Dios taking P2. No, sorry, P1 for Heat 1. And that will be Axel Nocom P2. I think that was Adrian Amit in P3. So, wow, what an intense race.
Yeah, an intense race there indeed. Marcos de Dios for Spain takes his first win of the AMS Championship. He scores good points. A perfect start from him. There's your classification. He just finishes in front of Axel Nocom with a one-place gain. Adrian Amit gains a three-place gain to finish in the top three. Morales in P4. Lucas Couto finishes a strong P5, but I don't think he'll keep that as he rejoined the pits a bit unsafely earlier. Evan Purcell provisionally in P6, Juan Lucas in 7th, Kabir Kidawai in P8, and Marcus Acambra. A tough start from him. Lacambra there takes a kick to the gut. A very bad start from him. The IAME International Series champion, not having the best start he needed. He was leading the final lap until his engine stalled in the last sector in the last lap. Very unfortunate from the young Filipino, but I'm sure he'll get a comeback for later. You also have to remember that it's just Heat 1, boys. You still have 4 more races to go. You still have Heat 2, you still have Heat 3, you have the Super Heat, and so on, the final. You still have the qualifying heats to make up your position for the Super Heat starting grid. But now, let's head to the interview with Marcos de Dios.
Okay, alright. So, congratulations to Marcus de Dios for getting the Heat 1 first place. But at the moment, we have Axel Nocom to step in for his interview. Um, how was his race? I think Axel, for I think it's his first time joining, and he's already won the race. So, wow.
Yeah, I think he won the race quite well. To be honest, he had good racecraft in the end. First of all, he fell somewhere in like outside the top five because of the start chaos, but he managed to pull his way into push his way into P1, and then he won the heat. I finished P2 on the track, and congrats to him for winning.
Can you tell us about um Marcus de Dios a bit more? Because we don't have any background on him, so I think he's a pretty good karter. So can you tell us more about him?
So basically, he's from Spain. He's won some Spanish championships as well. He races internationally also, so yeah, it's good to have him in AMS.
All right. So you think we'll be seeing him tomorrow?
Yes, we'll be seeing him tomorrow.
All right. Well, extend my congratulations to him.
Well then, thank you so much, Rosa Reyes, for interviewing Axel Nolcom down there in Park Fermi. Unfortunately, we couldn't grab Marcos de Dios due to an unspecified reason, but Axel Nolcom just stepping in for his interview and giving a great background of Marcos de Dios. He's won some Spanish championships, like Axel Nogam said, the owner of event. So yeah, we'll take a short break and we'll see who'll be on top for Heat 2.
That was Juan Lucas, but I'm not too sure as PRBD1 has gotten the breeding space he needs. Is now here. This is the scrap for P3.
So and there we go, another one from one Lucas Pulumbarit. Oh no! IAME spins out of the race. That's really bad. This is the finals, boys. You really gotta be careful. Axel Nocom now leading the race.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're here at the Asim Ring located in Kristianstad at the hills of Sweden. Now, our next race will be Heat 2, our last and final race of today. 7 laps to race it out in this heat. Also, 8.5 kilometers to complete this entire race. Something tells me it's going to be very exciting to watch the drivers fight it out on this course. Earlier in Heat 1, it was quite chaotic, to be honest. Kart Racing Pro, it's really fun to watch as the slipstream is absolutely massive on the straights. There was lots of defending a while ago in Heat 1, and we saw Marcos de Dios take that Heat win. Now, here we go for the start lineup. Evan Purcell on pole position alongside Marcos de Dios, Axel Nolcom, and Luke Morales rounds up row number 2. On row number 3, it's Juan Lucas and Adrian Amit, the entrant from Malaysia. Then it's Marcus Acambra and Lucas Couto for row 4. On row number 5, it's Kabir Kidwai and Vivan Chauhan for India. And that rounds up your grid for Heat number 2. Then Vivan Chauhan, we've not seen him in time qualifying as well as Heat 1. He'll be joining us for the first time today and the last Heat. Now the engines have fired up, and let's head to Russell Reyes.
Alright, and we're back for the IAME finals. Heat 2. So this is gonna be intense. We're gonna be having Evan Purcell lead us the race. And we're closing in on the last corner. About to start the race here. with the, I think that was 1, 2, 3. So that's Marcus de Dios. Ooh, he took the win for the from the last race, so that was amazing in his first race ever. And I think it's green flag now. Green, 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 green. Go, 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 go. And I think it's a bad start once again for Evan Purcell. Was a little late on the gas there, but I think he made it work. So now it's gonna be him, Evan Purcell, and Axel Nocom, followed closely by 151. That's one Lucas Barrett. I think Marcus de Dios had a little struggle on the start there, and it pushed him back to P4. So far, there's no carters that have crashed yet, so that's a good thing to see. Let's see, Axel Nocom is now trying to protect Evan Purcell here, knowing that I think they're teammates, so they might have to work together to try and accomplish a goal here. There we have La Cambra already crashing out, and I think that's a yellow flag, slow boards, so it will give a chance for the other carters that have crashed to rejoin back into the race. Let's see what will happen. Evan Purcell still in the lead, so he's just trying to take it easy. So this full course yellow will be given once there is 3 carters that have crashed out all at the same time. And as you can see there, 115. I think that's gonna be Lucas Kutu flipping out of the race. Really unfortunate. It's gonna be green flag soon enough. I think that's green flag, green, green, green. So it's back. We're back racing. Evan Purcell still in the lead. I think he has to defend really hard here as he is being chased down by Axel Nocom, and it also Axel Nocom is getting chased down by one Lucas Barrett, and he takes P2 away from Axel Nocom. There we go, a little bit of a smooth move there up into second place, but now it's gonna be a 3 wide heading into this right hand hairpin as Axel Nocom tries to go around the outside, but gets squeezed out. Now he's in a little bit of trouble here. So you can see Evan Purcell still leading this race, using all the track here to his advantage to try and get away from one Lucas Barrett, who is really fast at the moment. One Lucas Barrett is still here. Let's see what he can do. I think that's a little bit too wide from Evan Purcell there, and he goes for the defensive there. A little bit of a contact being made, and I think that's gonna be one Lucas Barrett going for the pass. And Evan Purcell had a bit of a rough time there, falling back to P4. Marcus de Dios now. Oh, he got out of control there. Marcus de Dios got pushed out wide there into the grass, and now it's back racing. Evan Purcell, let's see where he is now. He's up there at P3. Let's have a look at the leader, Axel Nocom. Fortunately for him, a little bit of a trouble going down behind, so this will pave the way for him to just build that gap and get away as much as he can. But it's not going to be easy as he doesn't have a slipstream, so this is going to be intense. Let's see, he's using all the track, so he's really focused here. IAME also taking P3 there. What a great move to take it away from one Lucas Barrett, and I think that's Marcus Lacambra getting closer and closer to the top pack here. There's a great racing there. Lucas Kutu at the back there, having a pretty rough time. Luke Morales also looking really good at the moment. Just trying to take it easy. Now Evan Purcell is defensive here. Is causing himself to slow down now, as IAME is gonna try to make a move around the outside. Oh, and I think it's a little bit of a internet connection issue. So, and we're gonna go back to the race as much as we can. And there we go. Evan Purcell got pushed wide there, but he's not gonna make it easy as he pushes back IAME back to the other side now. So it's just a dive bomb competition, this one. You can see Adrian Amit has that lead. He has to give that space, and he has to go off the road because there wasn't no space given. So he has to try and get fighting now. Evan Purcell going off the track there. Now let's see what Evan Purcell can do about this. I think. Oh, wait. I think there's a little bit of fighting behind there. One Lucas Barrett. 127. That's going to be Luke Morales. Having a little bit of a scrap here against Lacambra and Barrett. So, yeah, this is hurting them, to be honest. So, they will have to give way to each other just so that they can catch up to the front pack. And now I think it's not done yet between Evan and Adrian Amit, as they are still fighting it out here, still juking it out, not giving too much space to each other, and really causing them to slow down. Now Axel Nocom is getting away more and more, and this is proving to be difficult for Adrian Amit as he gets caught out there with his pants down. Evan Purcell makes a dive bomb there. What a great move. So now it's all about just maintaining that gap. All about maintaining that dominance. This is really helping out Axel Nocom. But now 167. It's looking like he is planning to make a move around turn 3. Let's see. I think it's gonna be the final lap, and it is the final lap as Evan Purcell goes for a little bit of a defensive line there early on, not giving any opening to Adrian Amit, and Adrian Amit takes a whole lot of curbs there. Now Evan Purcell has to defend a lot here, and he gets pushed out a little bit wide here, but he still is gonna get the inside line for the next corner, which is really important. But he can be... Oh no! Axel Nocom made a big mistake, and now it's going all out of hand there. Axel Nocom made contact there with another driver, and that will be yet for that driver. That was Marcus Tacumba, I think, who got pitted out of the race. And now Evan Purcell is now leading this race with Adrian Amit following closely. Can Adrian Amit make a difference here? Let's see. Evan Purcell will maybe go for a defensive line, and he opens the door for Adrian Amit. But he goes for the switchback. And I think it's going to be a race to the line. Oh no! Big contact. I think that should have been a... That was a dirty race there. Let's see who finished it. That's quite dirty.
Well then, a great race between Adrian Amid and Evan Purcell. Purcell though wins on track, but I don't think he'll keep that quite easily, as there's a bit of spanner in the words after that collision, as you can see on the screen. Just a bit turns to the left and hits Adrian Amid's side pod. That could be a penalty in the works, but we'll have to wait for that. Now let's take a look at your results then. But you have to remember, all of these are provisional. Evan Purcell holds P1 and he takes Heat 2 win. A fantastic win there from Purcell. He scores good points. Adriamit with a 4 place gain once again to charge his way up to P2. Juan Lucas rounds the top 3, a strong finish from him. Marcos Diaz there in 4th. Luke Morales in P5 rounds the top 5 just in front of Axel Nogom, who tumbles down the order. Then the rest are having no places gained nor lost. So Marcus Acambra in P7, Lucas Couto in 8th, Kabir Kidwai, and Vivan Chuhan rounds the top 10, and it's Jan Saguanta who rounds the field. And I'm hearing reports that Evan Purcell needs to go to the steward's room. He'll talk with Rosa Reyes over there. You have to remember, Rosa Reyes is not only the commentator of event, he is also the steward for this entire event. So he'll have a talk with Purcell, and if Purcell manages to talk it out, maybe the penalty will be revoked. We'll have to wait and see for that. But first, let's go to the interviews.
Heat 2 winner. This will be Evan Purcell, one of the international karters here, So, Evan, can you tell us more about yourself? I know you've been doing a lot of real life karting, and I think you're pretty good at it. So, tell us.
Yeah, my name's Evan Purcell and I race at the FIA Karting Championship in OK Senior with Forza Racing. I've had many pole positions and many great races. I think I've made lots of progress for the 3 years that I've been racing, which I'm very pleased to say that.
Yeah, I mean, well, also in the sim karting, we didn't see you do pretty well back in the first few races that you've done, but now you're fighting with the big dogs, in the sim racing, sim karting world. Can you tell us more about what happened between you and Adrian Hammett during the last lap there?
Yeah, it was a very tough last lap. We put on a great fight. We just made some contact coming across the line, but we still kept it on the track and we both got a really good result, and that's all that matters heading into tomorrow's last heat, pre-final and final.
So can you tell us, do you have any like plans for, tomorrow? Like, what's your game plan? Are you gonna try to really be aggressive on these guys? I know you're from real karting, and karting in the real life is really, aggressive. So, any plans?
Yeah, the natural instinct is be aggressive with anyone on track because you're not friends on track, maybe off track. But I think the plan tomorrow is slipstream's a very big value in this category. So whoever's top three, I will ask to push away. And the last 3 laps, the best racer may win.
All right, all right. So, good luck tomorrow. I hope you have a good race, and hope the lag doesn't kill your race anymore, because the Heat 1 was pretty bad there. I saw that.
Yeah, thank you. And I will see you tomorrow.
Well then, thank you very much, Rosa Reyes, for interviewing Evan Purcell down there. He says he'll see you tomorrow, but now you guys have to go to the steward's room to talk it out. But yeah, I won't be involved there. I'm just a commentator for this event, at least a side commentator. Well, that's your interview then with Evan Purcell. Really good talks there with Russell. So we'll get the official results in a matter of time. They're in the steward's room right now trying to talk it out. But yeah, now it's the final heat, and we're just going to pack up and we'll be ready for tomorrow. But first, before we close the broadcast, we would like to say thank you to everyone who watched this live stream. It's been a pleasure, myself and Russell Reyes for commentating. A great job there to Russell Reyes for interviewing all of our drivers, our winners, as well as commentating for the event. Thank you as well for stewarding. We would like to thank the drivers as well. Thanks to all who participated. It's a huge pleasure for AMS to have this much drivers, and will continue to grow. But don't go anywhere because we'll have more action tomorrow. We'll have Heat 3, Super Heat, and the final. That's going to be the most important thing. So we'll say our final goodbyes and we'll close the stream. See you tomorrow.
That was Juan Lucas, but I'm not too sure, as Pierre Abadi1 has gotten the breeding space he needs. Is now here, this is the scrap for P3.
So, and there we go, another one from one Lucas Pulum Barrett. Oh no! Adrian Hammett spins out of the race. That's really bad. This is the finals, boys. You really gotta be careful. Axel Nocom now leading the race.